All right, let's give you a little feedback here on your Copper Summit site. Looking pretty cool so far. Um, love the colors. Um, let's just talk about the logo first. Nice simplification of the logo. Good job. Um, the only thing I would be concerned about is that the nav bar seems to compete with the logo, and that's because of contrast. So there's more contrast here. So you might want to switch the blues, make the Copper Summit the darker blue, and I think this blue right here would be have enough contrast for you to be able to see your navigation easily. You could also move the navigation over to the side if you wanted to, inside the header. All right. The first thing I would do is have add a great big picture right here, and my reasoning for that is we want to entice the person to come to the ski resort. We want to tell them how great it is there, and we don't want to send conflicting or competing messages. And right now, I feel like this competes with this, and that competes with that, which is okay farther down. But right now that bang, right where you got to the site, I'd like to see a happy skier, or family or something like that. Um, Very satisfied clients right here on the homepage. And both of these would be great messages for that. In other words, you could have a great big picture and right underneath it say, "Come meet us at the summit," and then daily message or "Why Copper Summit," and da da da. So you could do that with either one. These are kind of inviting some text to be part of this. In other words, you have this. It kind of needs a caption. So maybe this information would fit really well into this, and you could say "Why Copper Summit," and you could show, you know, the finest, freshest powder, and you're showing some of that right there. So that would be awesome. um, can you put text across all this way? The answer is yes. But right now, I'm a little concerned that we're over 72 characters. I would imagine that's more like right about here. So in order to get the text to go across, you're going to have to make this text larger. And that wouldn't be too hard to do. Even if this is P for paragraph or an H5 or something, you could have, and this is an H5 or P for paragraph, whatever it is, you could have the same thing. You could just make compound rules for whatever this box is. And then you could say, when this kind of type is in this box, I need it 2 M's or something, so it'd be much bigger. And of course, you'd probably have to increase the size of your headlines in that too. Mm. Yeah, so again, these things would feel more correct to be packaged together, and this feels more correct to be packaged together. Um, so looking good so far. You said you got home, about us. The same thing, um, increase the size of this type and add a great big picture. Um, and then add a sub picture and a sub picture to this box and this box would be a very smart move. As it would, these kind of romanticize the environment and entice us to want to go skiing right now. So that's how you can take it a step farther beyond the text. But good breakup of all these things. That line's a little strange, but I can live with it. Very nice that you put your name in there. Let's see if you. Oh yeah, you gave it a great title, Copper Summit About Us, and then Copper Summit Home. So that's awesome. You're using those tags really well. I'm gonna check out your other tags real quick. Good job. You got keywords in there. Thank you. A style sheet, and you got the viewport done. You got the typeface. Good. Okay, header and logo. And then you add the logo. Okay. So maybe the nav could go inside the header. Um, and if you want to look at the template that I made, it's done that way. And that way, you know the code when you make it smaller, turn it to a square if you want to do that. And then inside main, you've got some boxes. Good job. I really like the fact that you're really exploring all these class divs and just making your own. And there's all these different ones. That's really impressive. You're starting to get the way to code. Good job. So let's go on to the last one. I think you said pricing. Good. Yeah, so to me, it's just a matter of maybe adding a few more images where there's not an image, and then adding a great big image at the top every time. So that's my general feedback. Hope that's helpful. I might do one other thing, but I'm going to have to draw up a plan for you first. Okay, thanks.